a country-style terrine. This dish incorporates 4 of my favourite meats. Pork mince, with a little bit of fat in it, thick cut bacon, chicken breast, and of course, thinly sliced bacon, which in my book is another meat. To start with, I've got all my meats here, and what I'm going to do is incorporate all these ingredients together with a couple of seasonings and bake it in the oven. It's kind of like a meatloaf that's served cold. Great for picnics, great for starters if you've got an entree, and I'm going to serve with it the quickest, most bestest, that's a new word that I've learned, pickled onions you can imagine. I can come up with words down here. Now to start with, I've got my mince here, my beautiful pork mince, and look at this, thick cut bacon. As my doctor said, Adrian, you can only have 1 slice of bacon a week, and for me, this is the perfect slice. What I do is cut that down the middle because I want to have what's called, we call it garnish, or pieces of bacon through this whole terrine. So as you cut into it, you can see the beautiful meat throughout. And look at the fat on that. That fat is going to give it a beautiful flavour. There we go, straight through like that. We've got these beautiful, big, chunky diced pieces of bacon. Nice dice. And this goes straight into my bowl here. Look at that. The bacon's still alive. It's jumping around all over the place. In it goes. Now onto that I'll put about 1 kilo of beautiful pork mince that I got from my butcher. Look at that. Just a little bit of fat in it, and that'll help to give it moisture. Now my chicken breast. This is beautiful lean chicken breast with the skin off. And I'll just cut all the way through here like this. Now a terrine is something you can be really creative with. A lot of chefs can go crazy and put lots of different things in it, but if you're starting off with your first terrine, a simple terrine like this will be perfect. All I do is cut through the middle here like this, and I get these long strips. You can cut it however you want, big or small, but for me, nice big chunky dice like this is perfect for country style, rugged, rustic type of dish. In it goes. Now to that, of course, I'm going to add some salt. About 1 tablespoon of salt per kilo of meat. And of course, a nice twist of pepper. Now to flavour this up and give it some spice, I've got about 1 teaspoon of allspice, or pimento, people call it, ground down. I've got some Dijon mustard. A nice heaped tablespoon goes in there, like that. The next thing I've got is some sage. I'm going to have about 1 tablespoon of picked and chopped sage go into here. There we go, straight through like that. And all I do with my knife is give it a rough chop, just all the way through here like this. Pop that into my mixture there, and of course I'm going to grab off a handful of continental parsley and just give that a rough chop as well, all the way through here like this. Pick that up with my knife and straight into the bowl. Now you can go crazy here, as I said before, but this is a nice simple terrine. It's all about the meat, and that's why we're here, down below in my secret meat lair. Now I've got some sweet sherry here, beautiful, just to give it a bit of a sweetness, sort of counterbalance the mustard I've got in there, about 1/2 cup in there. I've got the egg in there, I've got the salt, I've got the pepper, I've got everything. Now normally I'd use a spoon to mix this through, but I reckon with good clean hands you can get your hands in there and mix it through really, really well. And it's a great thing to sort of feel your meat and make sure it's all mixed in and bound and all the eggs mixed up.